Good morning, man. Man, you already know, man. I'm working too much, man. We're gonna have what is it today? Today's Thursday. We're gonna have a little press. I think it's the press conference too. No, it's not the press conference. With Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin. Tyson Fury, Otto Wallin. Look, Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin is an insult to our intelligence. Yes, I said it. And let me say this by I respect Tyson Fury as a fighter. God bless him that he has regrouped himself and becoming a husband, a great husband again, a great father of, I think he has 5 children that really needs him. Um and we all know that a father is the head of the home, the head of the wife, and you really need that type of structure in your life, of father and a mother. But only because I respect you as a fighter, that doesn't mean I'm gonna hold you accountable. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, man. Oh, so damn, I couldn't read that because where I'm driving. So, um, I'm definitely gonna. If I missed a comment, I'm definitely gonna look at that. Because gotta pay attention to the road at the same time. Um, but you know what? I am tired, and this is why. So he says, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think that um I really don't believe it, because at the end of the day, he still got to pay tax for that. He ain't giving really none. I don't. I really need to really see him give all that money to homeless. Um, yeah, I can believe he gave parts to it, but I don't believe that he gave his whole. No, no. That's just. I think that they ran away, of course, with the pity party. And this is when you gotta understand the sports entertainment at itself. Right now is a pity party, and I know I might be a little unsentimental in this part, and I am guilty of not being so sentimental when it comes to mental illness. And I'm gonna get into it a little bit, and I know I'm probably gonna turn off a lot of people on the way I view certain things, especially when it comes to mental illness and certain mental illness. But I think there's a pity party going on with the mental illness movement, you know, and the more victimhood ish hoodish that we create, we lose accountability for the things that we do. I'm gonna try to be, brother. I'm gonna try to be Irish. Um, First, let me say this. Like I said in the beginning, I'm glad that he overcame certain things in his life. I do believe that people do are jumping in the bandwagon with the mental illness movement, and the more movements there is like this, police brutality, mental illness, and all that stuff, and women's rights. They're not getting paid like men. There is no accountability in the world today. Now I'm gonna say this about Tyson Fury. Like I said, funny guy, the Gypsy King. Love. He's one of warrior. He's one of our warriors. Risk his life for our pure entertainment. Yet, to me, what he had, which he calls and other people call mental illness, I call it. And excuse me, you might not like what I'm about to say. I call it unselfishness. Oh, punch drunk. How can you say that? You're so. I call it unselfishness. And it's good. I support them as well. I support all humans that's going through something. For example, I don't see him. I don't see the mental illness that he speaks of. What I see is more selfishness. Where I see is his unwillingness to identify with the blessing that God gave you and take it upon yourself and be grateful for the blessings that you have. The mental illness part, which is sad to to most people out there, but in the end of the day, you got money, you got a wife, you have kids, and this is another thing that I've been thinking about. You know what? Cause look, you could fool anybody, but one thing you ain't gonna do is fool punch drunk boxer. I don't care about the pity party. I don't care about this movement about the mental illness because I believe that a lot of people are trying to capitalize over it. And I'm not saying that there is no mental illness. What I'm saying is people are capitalizing to create their agenda. Whether they're trying to sell a brand, whether they're trying to sell themselves, whether they try to sell a book, whether they try to sell a movement. There's no way that you can have the discipline of a fighter, have a wife, beautiful kids, and then all of a sudden have fun while using drugs and cocaine. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: I see a lot of people always and these athletes. Oh my God, I had a rough time, and I used cocaine to. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this: when you first do cocaine, you was in a party. Okay, you do not go. Cocaine is not the type of drug that I know for experience that, oh my God, I'm so down, I gotta use cocaine. Oh no, I see this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you cannot have mental illness. What I'm saying is people are using the excuse of it and not taking accountability for the other things in life. Mental illness is one thing. Going out to parties and doing cocaine is another thing. If I hurt somebody or kill somebody, I'm not gonna say, "Oh man, I had mental illness. Oh, leave that guy alone. He had a problem." No, this is what happens, and I'm gonna say, and let's be honest and let's be real. We could all feel sad for, but I feel sad for when people all go through what they go through. But when you start using cocaine like these men do, they first use it in parties. They go out, they have a good time. And then when you use so much and then it becomes this bad habit, then it becomes all of a sudden, oh, I got a problem. Life hit me this hard. Like, no, because life ain't hit you when you was out there partying, spending that box of money, having a good time, but then when it starts crashing, then it's the feel sorry, and then there's the mental illness, and is that no, you was partying. There was no type of mental illness at that point. Because if you ask him right now, do you take medications? He said no in the Mike Tyson podcast. He said boxing keeps him, you know, thing. What he said, the boxing keeps him, from falling into that mental state that one day he wants to commit suicide, the other day he wants to live. What I call that to me, and I don't care. I'm sorry. I am not sentimental about it. What I call that is selfish. Because when you think about committing suicide, you have to think about that you got 5 kids, you got a wife, you got a family to take care of, and there is no damn illness that's going to get in the way of me loving my children, me taking care of my children, me making sure that my children is in the best state of health, mind, and things of that nature. I call it weak. There's words for that we could call it. There's weakness, is not having faith in a higher power like God. That's for me what I call it. Now, there are other people that live in certain circumstances. There are unfortunate people that doesn't have the means to gain something in life, that are poor, that are middle class, that can't get that job, that may lose their job, and the depression hits, and then there's a how you say, like a snowball effect that goes down. You understand what I'm saying? So I could understand that one mental illness could shift into another because the status of your life at the time. But please do not tell me that a rich man that did what he loved to do. Remember, he said he was raised in the gym. He loved boxing. That's all he wanted to be, is heavyweight champion of the world. Correct? Got kids, went to party, and all of a sudden, when he does hit that rock bottom, it's all mental illness after that. What I call it is selfishness. That's what I call it. And drink, alcoholism is very, very strong. Very, very strong. Exactly, man. He can't afford to get real help. Exactly. And what is the okay? Um, there's this thing about anxiety where, and I'm gonna be honest, like I said in the beginning, I don't understand everything about it. All I try to understand is common sense. All I have to understand that there's a higher power like God. That if you meet Him halfway, He is there. He is there, and there is no God is the medicine of all. God will give you, like I said, will give you something that you can't handle. He's not gonna give you something that you can't handle. God is almighty. God is all loving. Here he is not here to break you down. He's here to love you. People break themselves down. People break themselves down. And then they crawl back to God. That's what happens. And they need to work their way up. Now now he's like climbing the mountain now. Now he's like climbing the mountain now. That we just got to be smart and understand. Then there's certain issues where people really going through something that we can actually do feel sorry for, and really could help. But please do not tell me that a millionaire that not only be rich for just doing something that they just went to school, but doing for something that they love to do. Happiness. That's what I call it. Don't, oh, I got all of this and then I'm unhappy. Oh man, my dream was to become a heavyweight of the world. What's next? Heavyweight of the world. What's next? What's next is to take care of your family. If you have a weak, if you're the man if you, how they say it in the Bible, Christ a man, man of a woman, Christ a man, man of a woman. You are the head. If the head is weak, if you cut the head of a chicken, what happens? everything falls down. And Tyson Fury is smart enough, because he's very eloquent when he talks, and he's very smart enough to understand. We need to limit our terminology when it comes to certain mental illness, and certain, we got to take every case by itself. Now they're gonna be like, "Oh man, punch drunken." Of course they're gonna be like, "Yo, well, you're very, you how can you say certain things, and a lot of things that you might not understand, blah blah blah." I understand somebody tell me that I'm an a-hole just to fit in that way. I understand, and I'm not saying I know it all. Your excuses and the victimhood, to me, is not gonna make sense, because my mind is gonna be on the children. That's the way I think. You brought children into this world. Now you know what? You gotta understand, you're adult enough. You gotta dig down deep and love your kids enough for any mental illness to come and creep up. Especially when you got the means to get the help, when you got the means to really take care of your family, when you got a wife that's there and your backbone at the same time. Don't tell me about any mental illness. Don't tell me about any anxiety, because the anxiety should be that, why am I feeling like this when I got everything I ever worked and everything I wanted in life? What's the anxiety? Because in my opinion, and again, you could disagree, I don't know it all. Something has to ignite an anxiety. Something has to ignite a depression. Something has to ignite a affection, a feeling, something. It's not nothing coming out the blue and be like, I'm depressed. There's a reason for depression. I feel unloved. There's a reason for feeling unloved. And we just went all over the place. We just went over the place. It's supposed to be about, insulting our intelligence and things of nature. But I just wanted to, you already, man. We talk about everything out here, man. It's all about education, and of course, I would like to learn more. That's the beauty of life. I can't go one day without learning. Even I could be wrong. I could understand something else, and a person like y'all my people, y'all give me input, and I'm gonna comment, and then I'll be like, you know what, man, I just learned something from this person, and you know what, man, probably I was wrong to feel this way. This is just the way I feel right now, because I just feel there's a movement going on with this pity party all over the place, victimhood, and nobody want to take responsibility. Nobody want to take an accountability. Everybody want to blame something on somebody. You think that your kids, if you did, for example, let's say Tyson Fury committed suicide, let's say, and you have your child, and I'm your son, and you commit suicide. You think I'm really gonna be thinking about your mental health? Oh, my daddy killed himself because, yeah, he was rich, he had everything, he sounded, he looked happy, and yeah, and he killed himself because he said anxiety. I won't be like, that's just me. Maybe another child would be like understandable. I won't understand that. I would say I got a selfish daddy. He ain't love me enough. The love for me wasn't strong enough to overcome that mental illness. I should have been. We, as his children, should have fulfilled this happiness. And when you do that, you might tell a kid indirectly that they're not worth it. And when we bring children into this world, we have to let them know that they are our world. You have to feel it. That shows. True, it shows it off. But what trumps mental illness? What trumps it? Medicine? And I'm not talking about, because I believe somebody could have the same mental illness as Tyson Fury. You understand? It's like, damn, I can't even. It's like, and I'm gonna stop in a while so we can really chop it up. Um, for example, you remember Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury was talking about it, right? We know Mike Tyson's life. We know that his upbringing, there is gonna be a lot of holes in his heart. There is gonna be a lot of answers that he may not answer. I mean, a lot of questions that he may not answer. It's a lot of obstacles, a lot of things that went on in Mike Tyson's youth, that when he's an adult and the way he came up as an adult and became champion of the world, and all the stuff just came, and it was fast paced. We could understand his mental state. We could understand if he doesn't get certain things. We could understand that he probably might be immature as an adult. We un- I will understand Mike Tyson's mental illness way beyond I understand Tyson Fury's mental illness. And again, you could say, man, punch drunk, damn, man, you effed up by feeling like that. I'm just keeping it real. Every case it has a separate case. How many times have you heard a girl say, I'm depressed? I'm depressed. Yeah, I know stories of depressed women and men that have actually did committed suicide. That was real depressed. That was really going through it. We could get back on that. I want to actually briefly talk about the why my title was um they're insulting our intelligence. Top Rank is insulting our intelligence. Tyson Fury's trying to sell the fight. He's trying to sell it for Otto Wallin. Trying to sell this fight. They're insulting our intelligence because at this stage of Tyson Fury's career, fights like this is just a money grub. And if you know that it's a money grub, we know it. Why the hell are you promoting it like this is some like, oh man, we gotta look after Otto Wallin. Oh yeah, he's undefeated. Tyson Fury is promoting it for Otto Wallin because he knows that this fight is so much of a BS. He needs to uplift the Otto Wallin. So they promote it, and this is why we gotta hold them accountable. You know what we gotta hold them accountable? Because they're promoting it to us. Once you're trying to promote something to me, I'm gonna have a feedback towards it. Some people may be like, yo, but if you don't like it, just keep it coming to yourself. Why are you hating? No, I never hate. Not in boxing. No, I never hate these fighters like this. No. Like I said, they're my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. But at the end of the day, I know what they're up to. I know what they're up to. And when you're trying to promote a lie to me, when you're trying to promote BS, I'm going to hold you accountable for it. I don't care if you're my favorite fighter in the whole world. I'm going to hold you accountable for it. Don't promote no stuff to me. That's BS. You want me to subscribe to ESPN Plus for this fight? No. You know what? I think, in my opinion, that Tyson Fury could have just said, you know what? I'm gonna perform in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. I'm gonna have a band and I'm gonna do some karaoke, and that will sell as much as this fight that he has with Otto Wallin. That would excite me way more, and I will tune into. Now I will tune into, of course, because this is punch drunk boxing. I gotta do it. I gotta do it for y'all. I gotta do it for the sport. But this ain't uplifting the sport. This is creating a false narrative. What's the false narrative? The false narrative is that you got to fight with Deontay Wilder coming February 22nd, correct? We all know that Tyson Fury wasn't this knockout artist, right? Yet, if he has a knockout like he had with Schwartz and have a knockout which is projected versus Otto Wallin, then he could promote that we're the two biggest knockout artists in the heavyweight division. And since a lot of people are more casuals, once they see Tyson Fury and ESPN, they're gonna be like, "Wow, look at Tyson Fury's backstory. Wow, he's a monster. Look at his last opponent, the way he knocked them out." But then they don't even know that his last two opponents are not even ranked in the top 40s, and you're in the prime of your career, the lineal champion, and you pushing BS to the people's face. And the people is punch drunk, and punch drunk is gonna hold you accountability for the BS that you put out there. Now, and we're gonna blame it on Tyson Fury all day because, of course, we all understand that this is Top Rank as well, and promotions is the promotional company. Bob Era is the one that picks his fights. Woo! Man, don't get me started, man. They were about to get me started, y'all. Is the BS, man? Why boxing have to? Why I'm gonna say like this. Why boxing? With all these warriors, with all these. Oh no, and you know what, my brother, you could defend it. All I'm saying is, I don't understand it, and my common sense doesn't try. I can't grasp certain mental illness. That's what I mean. Certain mental illness attached to certain people. You understand? It's not that I don't believe in anxiety. It's not I don't believe in bipolar. It's not I don't believe in depression. Of course, I believe in depression. I'm actually very sentimental when it comes to depression. Um, but on in certain people, I don't. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't be how you say it, like I can't be all that sentimental about it, man. I don't know because we look at the world. Look at the world. We could go to. I'm gonna tell you like this. You know what? What do you think? Who's his chances at heavyweight? Great chance in heavyweight. I believe he got a great chance in heavyweight because it's this era of heavyweights, and this era of heavyweights. I said that. I think he is the next Holyfield at heavyweight. You know, Holyfield was a cruiserweight at one point of his career, and I think that Usyk at this point of his career, I think he's gonna be a special heavyweight. Would he knock a lot of people down? No, I do believe he should work a lot on his footwork, and that's what's gonna, excuse me, that's what's gonna get him by in the heavyweight division because there's a lot of heavyweights that's very flat-footed. I think the only flat-footed heavyweight we got Tyson Fury. He moves well. We got Deontay Wilder that he is unorthodox. He's very unpredictable in his movement. His punches is predictable, but his movement and angles and he's not textbook, so it's hard to. I don't think so. Not Usyk. I think that Usyk. I don't think I don't think he'll get demolished by anybody in the heavyweight division. The only thing is, could he take a heavyweight punch? That's it. That is it. And that's because he came from a lower class. Even I think did Sean Porter beat Usyk in the amateurs? I believe he beat him in the amateurs. I'm not. I don't recall who won that fight. On which one? Disagree on me on which one? My fault. I ain't look at the. comment the previous comment about Usyk. You don't think he'll make it? He beat Joe Joyce. You don't think he'll make it in the heavyweight division? You think he'll get demolished? I think he'll get smashed by Wilder, but I don't think he'll get smashed by Fury. He could be outclassed by Fury with his range and things, but I don't think I don't think. Another thing what I've noticed from the heavyweight division is that a lot of guys do not go to the body, and Usyk will go to the body on Tyson Fury. See, this is what it is. I- in yesterday's heavyweights, you had the Tysons of the world, right? You had Lennox Lewis, you had the Holyfield, you had um Bruno, um, who else? Who else? You had Tua. Um, what do you see the difference between these heavyweights and the past heavyweights? What do you see? That they all had good. They most of them had good midsections. They all really worked out. He could. That's what I'm saying. I don't. And that's what I mean. You said demolished. I don't think he would get demolished. I think he could get outclassed by Tyson Fury, but not demolished. Like not no Deontay Wilder versus Stavern or Deontay Wilder versus um what you call it, Dominic Brazil. That's demolished. I don't think Tyson Fury has that type to demolish Usyk. No. I disagree. Maybe I am wrong, but I am a huge Mike Tyson fan. I'm a Mike Tyson fan as well. I think Mike Tyson demolished everybody. I think Mike Tyson, in his right state of mind, a hungry Mike Tyson, he'll demolish anybody that wore a pair of gloves or be in an octagon. He'll demolish every man. I don't see no man that could be Mike Tyson when he's hungry and Costamato's in his corner. I agree. I can't see no man. No man. But I could see Tyson Fury losing. I could see that. I could see a good fight between him and Usyk. I don't see none of them knocking each other out. I could say that. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe I'm not too. Maybe I'm still not sold to Tyson Fury. Maybe I'm not sold. Who would be the one to beat Wilder? I say this. I believe in a rematch. Wilder and Fury. Wilder will demolish Tyson Fury, in my opinion, if they fight again. Um, I don't believe anybody will beat Wilder right now. I mean, technically wise, our feeling says yeah, he did beat him, but there's no O. There's no that nobody took nobody's O. So Fury, to me, in my, I believe that it was more about what Wilder didn't do than what Tyson Fury did. For me, Wilder, you saw it. He just wanted it. He was over. I believe he was really overthrowing he was missing because he was overthrowing because when it landed, we saw when it landed. He got knocked down twice. I believe Wilder just have to be more sharper. Yo, no lie, I haven't even watched the video of them dudes, man. Not yet. And I'm going to these press conferences. And I'm not. I haven't seen none of them, or maybe I'm not even paying attention. I don't got no time to really pay attention to them. I think Wilder knock out anybody. Um, I think also styles make fights. I do think that in the heavyweight division, I think we see more. We're gonna see more upsets. I'll put it that way. Who's the hardest puncher in boxing history, in your opinion? Yikes, that's hard. Hardest puncher in boxing history. Damn. Of course, you got to go to the heavyweight division. Um, George Foreman flush compared to Mike Tyson flush. Sonny Liston flush. What punch will you take from anybody flush? Uh, Tyson, Foreman, or Sonny Liston? It's just so much, because a lot of people did have power. They just don't have the technique behind it to really or win fights. Hardest puncher. And we got to put Deontay Wilder there too. He is a freak of nature when it comes to power. He is 6'7", 200, like 210 pounds. I think when we living in the moment, we don't want to give credit to Deontay Wilder is up there. 40 wins, 41 wins, 40 knockouts. It's not easy, man. That was not. Okay, okay. See? Learn something every day. Yeah, but the question was who is the hardest in the history of boxing? That's hard. It's a complex answer. It's a complex answer. Um, you know what? I'm probably gonna be always gonna go with Mike Tyson just because the combination of his punches, of his power. Who's the pound for pound best ever in boxing? Man, my humble opinion. Wilder could be, could be. Wilder punches hard, man. He punch hard. Pound for pound, who I think is the most pound for pound in the history of boxing? I'm gonna say it like this, and a lot of people want to forget it. I think they're trying hard to forget about him, but I think we really need to show way more respect for Roy Jones Jr. and the evolution of speed mixed with power is something his skill set in his prime. I think it's something that we might never see. I think it's a skill that we might not never see. The combination of speed and power, and the evolution of his speed, the evolution of his power, the evolution of his reflexes, movement. Roy Jones was that is special, man. He is a special fighter. I think Roy Jones was living in today. Like if he was, if with the social media, if Roy Jones Jr. will be in his prime right now, he'll be the cash cow of boxing. can't beat Roy Jones Jr. Well, I'm not even talking about matches. I'm talking about skill set. Skill set. He lost to Tarver because he came back down 25 pounds. He went to heavyweight and go down 2 weight classes back down to fight. He beat Tarver the first time, and then in the second fight, Roy Jones Jr. wasn't supposed to do that. At that age, like I tell a lot of people, and I always say this, this is why I was also a little bit mad about the Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence fight because of the weight classes. Or when I talk about the Kell Brook, matter of fact, I'm sorry, not the Mike Garcia. When I talk about the Kell Brook and the Errol Spence fight, when I said nobody in the history of boxing except for Roy Jones Jr. had ever jumped 2 weight classes up and come back 2 weight classes down to their next fight to win a fight. The body's taking a beating. If you talk about skill set, it must be Sweet Pea. Better than Roy Jones in his prime. I don't know, man. That's what I mean. I don't think a lot of people understand when Roy Jones, his skill set in his prime. Roy Jones was top dude for like 10 years. They used to say that he ain't fight nobody when he beat Bernard Hopkins when he was nobody. When he beat James Toney when James Toney at that time was actually pound for pound. Roy Jones can't take a punch. Aftermath. I think we're thinking of it. That's what I mean. I don't think we respecting Roy Jones. Roy Jones. You're thinking about Roy Jones. That's it. When he went to weight classes and came back down, and his level of yo, you beat up everybody, and then you come back down to face Antonio Tarver. Remember, there's your hunger leaves somewhere. You do slack in your workouts. He was. Remember, Roy Jones was playing in the CBA at the same time that he was fighting. Roy Jones, remember that fight? He had a basketball game, a professional basketball game. He was playing the CBA, and then later on that day, he had a boxing fight. Roy Jones, at a point of his career, man, he was just going by his natural gift. He couldn't take a punch later in his career because reflexes leave. But they could give it. They could take and they could give it. I don't really look at guys that can't take a punch because at the end of the day, they are fighting another fighter that is, you know, that's a professional fighter. He was dropped only once in his prime. Yeah, a lot of people's job. It's like I say, Manny Pacquiao is the GOAT, but you know what? He got dropped and he got stopped more than a couple of times, and he got slept. But that doesn't define to me the fighter that they are. It doesn't define. It's how you overcome it, how you go back to the drawing board, um, come back strong. You know, that's why I love boxing because it's about life. It's life. It transcends life. The ups and downs, the struggles, the good, the bad, the hunger, the unhunger, the uncertainties, the overcome. And he's still doing the same thing now. And this is why. This is why. Thank you for saying that, because this is why I'm so mad about this fight with Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury and Otto Wallin, because we got Manny Pacquiao in his 40s, going up against one of the best welterweights or the welterweight of this young era, gaining a champion. And I said in one of my videos, when did Manny Pacquiao fought a tuna? When did Manny Pacquiao fought somebody that wasn't even ranked? This is that's why I say these people insult us. Tyson Fury and Otto Warner is an insult to our intelligence. It's BS. It's garbage. It's pitiful. It's a spit in the face to the fans that say, you know what, I love boxing, but shut up. Watch this. You're gonna watch me. You're gonna watch me practice and pay for it too. It's a spit in the face. We're not dumb. So many memorable night of boxing they have. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. These Crawford Spence guys to go. If he beats them, to me, he's already the GOAT. He don't even need to beat them. He don't need to beat them. Think about it. Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence. Who Errol Spence beat? He ain't beating nobody like real out of this world special. If nah, look at their resume. People want to say it now, but if he beats Errol Spence, I'll be like, okay, he beat Errol Spence. Do you, I don't think Errol Spence is a Hall of Famer right now. If Errol Spence were retired right now, is he a Hall of Famer? That's a question. If Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, who in the welterweight division other than Manny Pacquiao, if they retire right now, is a Hall of Famer? Crawford is special. I'm gonna say it like this. I think Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence easier than what he did to Keith Thurman. I think Bud Crawford would give Manny Pacquiao the hardest test, but I believe that even though Thurman went down, because I believe that was a flash knockdown. In my opinion, that was a flash knockdown. That wasn't like he wasn't hurt. That was a flash knockdown. I believe that Keith Thurman would take Manny Pacquiao's punches better than Crawford and Spence. Yet I think that Porter would take a better punch than Spence and Porter, or maybe Danny Swift Garcia. It's crazy. Thurman is weak to the body. We haven't seen him go down to the body. So that means he's strong to the body. That's my opinion. I don't understand, to be honest, the weak to the body when you get hit and you don't go down. That's just a testament to how you need. If you watch boxing this whole year, a lot of fighters was knocked down through to the body. A lot of knockouts this year, 2019. A lot of knockouts in the body. You you could take a headshot more than you could take a body shot. That body shot will bring you down to your knees. That's a better punch resistant than that. I disagree. You got two people that's faced um that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman fought, and they both of them said they got more power than Errol Spence. Errol Spence for me is accumulation of punches and high rate, and I think he overwhelms you and he breaks you down. Keith Thurman has, well, probably used to have that, might not have that one shot power to knock you down, but that one shot power that's gonna keep you at bay. See, give you an example. Let's talk about we could talk about the Manny Pacquiao Thurman fight. It wasn't all flashy by Keith Fontan Thurman, but what happened in the middle rounds? The only the highlight of that second half of the fight was the body shot, but the second half of the fight, Keith Thurman won, and Manny Pacquiao did not want to take a lot of risks because he was getting hit with right hands, and the last time he got hit flush with a right hand, counter right hand, he knows, so he was actually being smart and not overwhelming Keith Fontan Thurman when he was starting to land those right-handed punches. So he'll keep you like, okay, now he's gonna keep you damn damn that hurt. What Manny Pacquiao said after the fight? Man, that guy hit hard. Damn, he hit hard. Everybody that Keith Thurman has ever faced, damn, that dude hit hard. Might not knock him down, but the type of power that could be like, the only reason why I don't think that Keith Thurman is knocking people out is because I don't believe that Keith Thurman is as fast. Where remember, you actually do get knocked down with punches that you don't see. I think people do see Keith Thurman's punches, but it hurts. Not even he pull counter, but he just get over the range. I think Spence is more physical than mental, and I think Crawford is more mental. It's half and half. Thinks in the ring, he's a master in his craft, I believe so. He's a gym rat too. Look at his body. He's not even contracted to fight, and he's cut up. That's the difference. And I think that that Thurman only gets into the gym when he's contracted to fight, and when you keep doing that at that age, you're gonna have slippage. You're gonna have slippage. You gotta stay in the gym. Have to. That's why Canelo is Canelo. He stays in the gym. As much money he got, he stays in the gym. TS is the best welterweight in the world by country mile. What he did in the welterweight division, I could understand if you say he's the best fighter, but what he did in the welterweight division to surpass Thurman, Pacquiao, or even Spence by beating Benavidez, Amir Khan, and Horn grants you the best welterweight. He's great. This era, he's great. But if we're gonna say that he's the best welterweight with that resume, then we actually just taking away from other people that have accomplished more in the welterweight division. If the last welterweight, yeah, but Crawford is. That's what I said. Fighter, pound for pound. If we're talking about fighter, but if we're gonna talk about welterweights and just look at the welterweight and what you accomplish in the welterweight division, then I'm gonna say nah. You have to do something better than somebody. If Errol Spence is going to become the unified champion of the world at welterweight, and Keith Thurman already did that, and this is aside from Manny Pacquiao because Manny Pacquiao is already cemented, then I will put Errol Spence and um Keith Thurman neck and neck. Crawford, based off accomplishment, I will put him a little down, or probably put Spence up and have Crawford and Thurman there. No, he won't. I don't think so. If Errol Spence could have murdered Mikey Garcia, 135 pounder, he ain't gonna murder no Keith Thurman. Again, people, this is the myth about Keith Thurman, weak body shot, weak body shot. When has Keith Thurman gone down from a weak body shot? Because when somebody gets hit, get clips hard, jaw, right? I always say this analogy. When somebody get clipped, boom, oh hurt, and he stays up, get clipped, oh he's hurt. They say he got a grenade chin. Danny Garcia got clipped a lot. Boom. But he stays up. What they say, he got a grenade chin. Damn, he got a chin. He got a strong chin. Mike Tyson, damn, he got a strong chin. He don't go down. He used to get flushed, but he iron chin at the same time. But when Keith Thurman gets hit to the body, stays up, he weathers the storm, but he's weak to the body. I don't understand. You got a grenade chin if you get hit flush. Could stumble, but don't go down. But damn, yo, that dude could take a punch. He got a chin. Why Keith Thurman don't got a body? If I getting flush body shots, I don't go down, and 98% of the fighters that will take that shot will go down. He got until he got stopped. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Let me ask you a question. Does Errol Spence got a weak chin? Does Errol Spence got a weak chin? Come on, give me a quick answer. Give me a quick answer. For sure, I agree with you. Hey. Errol took Kell Brook best shots. Nah. Okay. You see what you just said right there? Errol took Kell Brook good shots. So for you, you don't got a weak chin. When Emmanuel Lordy stunned Errol Spence, but Errol Spence didn't go down. Emmanuel Lordy stunned him. Remember in the fourth round, he didn't go down. So I asked you, does he got a weak chin? No, right? Why doesn't he has a weak chin? And why does Keith Thurman has a weak body? Now put that together for me. He's been hurt to the body, just like Errol Spence was getting flush shots from Kell Brook and was stunned by Lardy, chin check, but they didn't go down. So you say that nah, he doesn't have a weak chin. And I'm saying Keith Thurman never went down to a body shot. He would stand body shots, so he doesn't have a weak body. If he has a weak body, he would lose. He would lose fights like Cancion beat this dude Machado. How Machado don't got body because he lost 2 fights by dude going to the body. That's weak to the body. Amir Khan to the chin. That's weak to the chin. Every time he gets flush, chin check, he always goes down. That's a glass chin. Machado, that's a weak body. Keith Thurman has not gone down from a body shot, so how that's a weak body? Because you get hurt, that's weak? No. When you withstand a flush and then you keep on fighting, give you an example. Luis Colazo hit Keith Thurman with a body shot. What happened after that? Luis Colazo retired, right? Louis, Manny Pacquiao hit Keith Thurman with a body shot. Look at that round. Look at the end of that round. Look at everything transpire after the body shot. Also, who won the 11th round of that fight? Keith Thurman came strong. So that's not being weak to the body. That's being strong. That's why we love these certain fighters because they could take the hits and they withstand taking a hit. Does Thurman is a smart fighter. He doesn't stay to get hit again to the body. He moves well. Exactly. If you're weak to the body, you will go down. There's no, it takes the air out of you. Look, Keith Thurman got boom hit. You saw him. Oh, took his thing just so he could breathe. That's what you call strong strength. You could withstand. You could withstand pain. That's a strength. That's not weak, my brother. My brother, that is not weak. That's called strength. When Tyson Fury got up from Wilder, does people say, damn, Tyson Fury got a weak chin? No, they say he got a strong will. How the hell he got up from that? Damn, he's a strong dude for getting up from a punch like that anybody will beat down. They call that strong. It's not weak. It's not weak. Keith Thurman ain't weak to the body. And matter of fact, if you feel like that, also look at Errol Spence's tweet when he's talking about that body flush, that body punch that Keith Thurman would stand. He was giving Keith Thurman props. He's tough. He said, I'm paraphrasing. He's tough. A lot of dudes wouldn't take that punch. That's strong, man. That's strong. Just like a dude that get flushed all day, gets back up. It's like Andy Ruiz. He got put down, right? We're not gonna say he got a weak chin because he got put down by Anthony Joshua. He came back and then put him down. That's strength. That is strength. What y'all think about this Otto Wallin? Do y'all agree or disagree with me how I feel about the Otto Wallin versus Tyson Fury fight? Do you think they're trying to insult our intelligence? I'm looking forward, but I don't believe that he's gonna. I don't believe Keith Thurman is gonna regain that what he had once before. I think, and this is right. I really don't even want to watch it. I just gonna watch it just to stay relevant to the channel and to. But I really don't want to watch the Tyson Fury. I think I do feel like trying to insult our intelligence. It's a better fight than most people think it will be. Might be, a person might be hungry and he got nothing to lose. I think when a fighter got nothing to lose, they just go for it. Or there's other dudes that just come and collect the paycheck. I'm just happy for the opportunity, but I want Fury to KO women too. I don't care really if Fury KO him in one, two, 1.5. I still say it's a BS fight. I think in his career after fighting Wilder, and a lot of people feeling that he beat Wilder. Why are you gonna face two dudes, Shorts that was ranked number 68, Wallin that was ranked in the 50s? They're trying to milk us, man. They trying to milk us for everything. They really don't give a damn about legacy like that. I believe that Tyson Fury got special talent, especially at his height, weight. I like Tyson Fury. I like Tyson Fury. I believe we need a Tyson Fury in the sport of boxing. That's why that's why I was happy that Andy Ruiz threw a monkey wrench in the heavyweight division, because these dudes just didn't want to fight each other. Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, they didn't make it happen. Yeah, and the thing, and it's not that Tyson Fury is the one that's sounding our intelligence. But the promoters and the ESPN make, oh my God, we're gonna see the linear champion. We're gonna see this, and we're gonna see versus Otto Wallin. Man, don't promote this BS. You already know. We know the outcome. We know it. He's fighting dudes that you will fight when you're coming up in boxing as a professional. Those are the type of guys that he's fighting. I want to see that at this point in his career. I think Wilder's gonna be. I think Wilder would destroy. I didn't want to say it like that. I think Wilder will beat Tyson Fury in the rematch. I think he'll knock him out. I think he'll beat Anthony Joshua. I think he'll beat Andy Ruiz. Yeah, there's one boxer that I feel like all of these guys are gonna stay away from for a while. Pulev, the Bulgarian heavyweight, the one that kissed the chick. They're gonna stay away from him. That's the wild card right there. I disagree with that. I think Tyson Fury fought his perfect fight versus Wilder, and I think Wilder didn't fight his perfect fight. But it could either way. Maybe I just think that Wilder's gonna put him away. Wilder Sharp next fight, it won't even go for 12 rounds. It won't go 12 rounds. That was the only problem with Wilder. He wasn't sharp. And when he was sharp, we saw what we saw. No, Los, there's no rivalry in boxing. I agree. There's no rivalry because nobody won. Nobody's really fighting the best to create the best fighting the best to create rivalries. Oh, you got the Canelo and Triple G where they're gonna have another. They might have another fight later on, so that is gonna be a rivalry already. Wilder always moves his head to the right, and then he jabs. Yeah, but also, um, Fury was always moving to his left, and finally Wilder caught him with that left when he followed up. He followed it up with the right. He followed the left. So trust me, he was going for that. If you look at the whole fight, the punch that Wilder connected on Fury in that last round, he was looking for that punch the whole night. And like I said, if he's sharp, that fight won't go 6 rounds. It won't go 7 rounds. I say Wilder ends it in 7 or less. Wilder will understand to go to the body because if you even look at the numbers, he was connecting to the body, but he wasn't committed to the body. Yeah, man. Promoter, everybody. I'm not gonna say killing the sport because I believe that we have all the skills and talent. I think that they just don't care about the fans anymore. I think promoters and advisors and managers just don't care about the fans anymore. They don't. And I think at one point promoters like Don King, he was willing to put the best fight to best because he knows going to be making money. He's going to make money, and now these promoters, everybody's just treating boxers like a stock share. That's what it is. I don't even think they see them as actual humans anymore. They just see them as stock shares. You know? How you feel about Aaron promoting Fury on Mexican Independent Day despite the nice Mexican undercard? Like I said, Fury's numbers wasn't good his last fight. However, ESPN wants to put it, they ain't put the numbers out. It wasn't a success. There wasn't a lot of people in the state and in the arena, and but these promoters want to use what works, so they use the Mexican people, and that's what I mean. They try to insult our intelligence. They want to use a fan base for fight. Yeah, you could promote it, but you're not gonna insult my intelligence. If you're really that good, you don't need to do no Mexican antics while you're not being Mexican. You don't need to. But you need Mexicans because they're a loyal fan base. That's why Errol Spence was wearing, instead of wearing the red, white, and blue, the American colors, he came in the ring wearing the Mexican colors. And that puts a stamp right there. And why I said that it was Michael Garcia that was selling the fight. Because he was, instead of catering for your home ground, you were catering for the Mexicans, Errol Spence. Tyson Fury is catering to the Mexicans because probably he can't get all his fans ready to come out here and watch him fight a Otto Wallin. And when you have fighters that's raising the bars and competing at a high level, if you have uh guys like Manny Pacquiao still fighting, and showing these guys that he's still fighting top dudes. Look at it. Look at his opponents, bro. And once we see that, and then we see other dudes fighting Otto Wallins, that's when be like what these fighters are doing. That's and we can't. I understand why people don't show them so much of respect because they I don't think they respect their legacy that much. Put it that way. Mentions no accountability. If we say that, it looks like every time somebody loses, everybody got it. Manny is a freaking boss. He is. Should have left Top Rank a long time ago too. When the PVC be like, oh, another 20 mil? Oh man, I haven't seen this in a while. Should have left Top Rank a long time ago. Maybe hopefully 2020. And I gotta give credit to the zone. Like I told Eddie Hearns in his face. The zone taking boxing over in the fourth quarter of this year. Look at their schedule. PBC got nothing going on after the Errol Spence and Sean Porter. I don't think they got going on. The PBC, maybe what Top Rank got after we got the Teofimo Lopez and Richard Comey. A lot of pain body with Tyson. I think Wilder got to go to the body and shoot some uppercuts. And he will get past if he fights. I love Manny, but we in a sport of boxing. We don't got to give passes. The passes that we want Manny Pacquiao to retire because he got nothing to prove. He got nothing to prove. He got nothing to prove. If he beats Errol Spence, he beat Errol Spence. If he beat Bud Crawford, he beat a pound for pound top dude, Bud Crawford. But he's still the GOAT. So to me, that's it. You know? And the best thing about Manny Pacquiao's career that in his downs, he has the loyal fan base to keep him up. We couldn't say the same thing for a guy like Roy Jones Jr. I really want Fury to make it an inside brawl with Wilder. You know that. You know Wilder Fury's gonna stay away from Wilder. Do not give him leverage. I don't know. I just see Wilder. I just see Fury losing to Wilder in the second fight. Mm. And Josh Taylor. Oh man, that's hard. Mm. Damn, I gotta get back to you on that one. That's a hard one. I mean, hmm. I don't know. Band division has small balls for sure. Inoue. I'll say that without hesitating. But it's a 50-50 fight to me. I just go by Inoue. He's just a gym rat. Oh, 6 round stoppage. Um, I don't know. Donito Dono is very comfortable in that weight class, so it's not like when he went up and then he couldn't get those type of wins that he should have when he went up. And now he's very comfortable. He's a Hall of Famer. He's a future Hall of Famer. So it's still a 50-50 fight. He still got his speed. He still got his strength. He's not looking bad. But I think is a problem. He's a problem. He's very fundamental. He rarely makes mistakes. Merchandise coming soon, October, mid-October. Promise. Mid-October. Even or probably even earlier. They order the shirts. The shirts are supposed to come in um I think next week or a week and a half. And then I gotta fix everything else. And you already know, man. I'm gonna put it out there, y'all. Hope y'all cop it. If Donaire wins, the Philippines would explode. Man, they'll be exploding twice this year. And that's an Asian man. That's an Asian war right there. We also gotta give some. We gotta give more love to the Asian community, man. The Asian fighters, yo. Look at the Asian fighters. Look how they put in their career, their legacy. These are legacy fights. Inoue, Donaire, Thurman, Pacquiao. These Asians people. They know what they know what they doing, man. And they don't complain. Never that. Man, if you ship to India, I would love to get some of that stuff. Yo, I'll ship it to India. I'll ship it to India, my brother. We'll talk about it for real. We'll talk about everything when I have it down pack and when it comes through. No. Hmm. What else? What can we talk about? 2009. What y'all think about Devin Haney tomorrow? You're gonna watch the fight, the Devin Haney fight. Who is the best you think young dudes in the sport of boxing? The young prospect that's becoming contenders. Who's the best contenders out there? You got Teofimo Lopez. You got Devin Haney, Shakur, Virgil Ortiz, Kelly, Boots, um, Ryan Garcia. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I still want to know what happened to Charles Hatley. What happened to this guy? He lost only once, I think, to Charlo. Once or twice. What happened to Charles Hatley? He was the man. He was the man in the amateurs. Which fight? Devin Haney fight? Manny Pacquiao. Teofimo. I like Teofimo Lopez, man. That's my guy. I just ain't like Virgil Ortiz. Man. Who wins, Virgil Ortiz or Boots Ennis? If they fight right now, who wins? I like. It's not about. I think Kelly brings another dimensional to the to. I like his shows. This what it is. Okay. There, we all got a certain style that we like, right? We all respect fighters and like that, but we got a certain style that we like. I love my favorite style is guys that know how to use the ring generalship, that use all the four corners, that know how to come inside, um, 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 make you fall into traps, showsmanship. I like Josh Kelly's showmanship. I like his movement. I love movement. That's why I love Keith One-Time Thurman. That's why I love the Manny Pacquiao. I love his probably got the best feints in the history of the sport of boxing. That's why I liked Pretty Boy Floyd when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. Um, when he was throwing those combinations with the movement, and he was fighting when he needs to get into a fight, he fought. Um, Roy Jones Jr. Bruce hasn't beat anybody with a pulse. True, but we're just going by straight talent, you know. Um, who else? Mike Tyson movement. Like a lot of people talk about Mike Tyson's power, but his movement was incredible. So I like movement. I don't like. I'm not a stationary. Pernell Whitaker too, one of my favorites. I'm not a fan of stationary fighters. Like I love respect all fighters, but that's not my cup of tea. So I like Danny Garcia, but his style is not like I respect Errol Spence, but I just think he's too flat-footed for me. I like who else? Anthony Joshua, he's too flat-footed for me. Um so that's why. But I like Josh Kelly's style. I believe he does got. I believe he has everything except for that power punch. And remember, these guys are young, so that's the beauty of it, that we're gonna watch them grow. I like on Demetrius Andrade. I love his style. I love his movement. I love his inside movement. I love the way that he goes to the body. I love his jabs. I love the way he mixes everything up. I love those type of fighters that know how to mix it up. Lomachenko, nice. The reason why Lomachenko beat Gary Russell Jr., which I had that fight, Gary Russell Jr. was going to beat Lomachenko because of his speed and power at the same time, but he was flat-footed throughout the whole fight, and Lomachenko was just showing him different angles and slipping in and coming through the other side and checking on uppercuts and things like that. And those are my favorite styles. Nassim, Oscar de la Hoya, you know, that feint. It's like you can't time it. So that's why I say I like Josh Kelly. I like Josh Kelly because I like his style. I like his movement and things like that. I like what, especially now in the sport of boxing, where movement is not so much. There's a lot of flat-footed boxers, and also it's like a lot of people telegraph their punches. Gervonta Tank Davis. If you watch Gervonta Tank Davis in the amateurs, your dude had man footwork. If you get a chance, if you could find any tape or whatever, any videos of Gervonta Tank Davis in the amateurs, dude was moving in the ring. Yo, he was. But now he's a professional, and they're giving him those type of fighters that, of course, is tailor-made for him to do what he wants to do. So he just sits down on every punch. So I'm gonna say it like this: once you see Gervonta Tank Davis fight Lomachenko, you're gonna see some movement from Gervonta Tank Davis, because I seen he got movement. He is fast on his feet, but he hasn't shown that in the professional level, because they picked opponents tailor-made for him to get him out of there. Terry, Tank Davis, very good. He is. Lomachenko versus Lomachenko. Who win? Bro. The Lomachenko. I got Lomachenko on that one. I didn't like his last outing though, man. Lopez. I just feel like if your mom and mom and the wife was having issues, that's gonna drive you down, then damn, man. A lot of things in life going. You got to be stronger than that. Wilder does need to get his boxing ability up, but his power is. That, Wilder's gonna be 34 years old. So, and remember, he started at 1920. So, a lot of people talk about a lot of bums. Oh, this person is a bum. This person is a bum. Deontay Wilder's not supposed to be where he's at today. That's when you know he's a freak of nature. So I don't expect Wilder at this age to actually like become this technical boxer or learn. I think he's gonna be the same dude. Um, Probably more full work. Probably his body. I think he thinks about his body more than anything of his technique. It's just too hard to teach something at this stage and for him to how you say it um be committed throughout the fight because you haven't done it for such a long time. It's not about what you learn if you could be committed to it during the fight when it goes bad and when it goes good. Can you stay within the game plan? Wilder is no bum. He is who he is. No. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying he's a bum. I'm saying hell no. He's one of my favorite fighters. He's the best. He's the best heavyweight in the world. But what I'm saying is that people look at other fighters and they say they bums. They bums. But in reality, the people that they feel they bums, Wilder started out at 20. He's really not supposed to be in the position that he's in right now. He's a real late boomer. You know, and he went to the Olympics, got a bronze. He's a fast learner, but I just don't expect him to learn at 34 years old, you know, what people want him to learn. I think he does well what he does well. He's staying in his lane. I think it's working out for him. Those guys with Wilder frame are in the NBA. Exactly. Exactly. I don't even know how Wilder gets. And I think it's not even his arm. It's his legs. People talk about he got chicken leg. That power comes straight from the legs and from that hip. He throws that right hand, twist that back foot, boom. That's where that power. When that waist, where that power come from. Tyson Fury, he could be good, also better. I think if he doesn't take too much of his steams off his punches, Tyson Fury likes to take a lot of steam off his punches. He could actually connect in a lot of to a lot of boxers. The jabs is always there, but I think that he takes a lot of. I think he takes a lot of steam off, and when he's throwing combinations and things like that. But he gets there, and you know what's even better is that people know what's coming from Wilder and they still get knocked out. They know the punch that's gonna put him down and they still get like he's gonna not. We already know it's that right hand. It's that 1-2. He's doing a fuller split sometimes when he's getting. Yo, Wilder is wild, yo. But you gotta love it. That's why we fight fans, yo. We love that passion. We love that energy. See, that's that freak of nature. And he's balanced when he's throwing those punches. He's well balanced to connect flush like that. Oh, he could outclass him. I just don't think in a rematch. I think for a while there was more about if you can see Manny fight any welterweight. Who? Any welterweight. But Crawford. But that's not gonna happen. Um, but Crawford. Or what I've been saying for a long time. I know a lot of people disagree with Manny versus Floyd too. Hell no. Uh-uh. 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 uh. Hell no, I don't want to see that. You are not gonna make me pay for something for you to put me to sleep. I got uh. He doesn't need to fight lions. He doesn't need to fight at all. He doesn't need to fight at all. I don't know about that. I don't think so. I got Manny beating everybody. After he beat Keith one time Thurman, I think he beat anybody. Well, he should retire because that's all that's left. Young Lions. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. He should retire. What has he got to gain? I mean, like, he's already the GOAT to me. Man, he should have stayed lightweight for longer. He had one fight, then jumped up against home. Man, Pacquiao did what he had to do, man. He fought legends, he fought champions, he fought people in his prime. He's beating people. I just don't see what if he beats Crawford, then people gonna be like, oh, he's the GOAT now. Nah, he's already is. Like, I think a lot of people just wanted to discredit Keith one time Thurman, but I had Keith one time Thurman if he fights Errol Spence being Errol Spence. He already beat Dennis Wilcox. He already beat Sean Porter. And I think if it's Keith Thurman versus Bud Crawford, that's a fight I would love to see. That fight I would love to see. Footwork versus footwork. I would love to see that. I think Bud Crawford at this stage, being hungry, I think he'll have the best of Keith Thurman. I think he'll beat Keith Thurman in a decision. If would Manny beat a prime Crawford? Are you trying to insinuate that Crawford is not in his prime? How do you feel about Malignaggi and his bitterness towards greatness such as Canelo? You already know, man. I got a video of that. I think Paulie Malignaggi. I understand what Paulie Malignaggi is saying. That's something. It's not that. It's not about agreeing or disagree. It's about timing. It's about timing, and yo, Canelo did tested positive. So Malignaggi's feelings is not wrong, but I think people. There's more people that don't like Paulie Malignaggi because he's very outspoken. And if you go against a dude that has a loyal fan base and got a lot of fan base, if you go against Conor McGregor, they got a lot of fan base. If you go against Manny Pacquiao, they got a lot of fan base. And then when you go against Canelo, they got a lot of fan base. In the world of combat sports, you're gonna be hated. So a lot of things that a lot of people understand Paulie Malignaggi when he breaks down boxing. How many times you hear it like, yo, Paulie Malignaggi should be the commentator. He's the best commentator because of course we all respect Paulie Malignaggi's insight. What a lot of people don't like his insights is when he talks about boxers that has that loyal fan base, and then they turn on him, and then he becomes the idiot and he becomes stupid. But if he's not talking, I'm gonna say like this: if Paulie Malignaggi was talking about Floyd Mayweather the way he talks about Canelo, everybody will be happy and everybody will be giving him credit. That's how I see it. And just timing. Floyd May Canelo look like a novice. So with Manny as well, he thinks anyone moving up past their natural weight class is juicing. Because in the sport of boxing, there's been a lot of people that's been juicing. That's why. So that's what I mean. It's not like I think there's not a right or wrong answers. For Manny Pacquiao, if Manny Pacquiao would have never said he's scared of he don't like needles, or no, he's not willing to do the drug testing, then nobody would be saying nothing about Manny Pacquiao. But that scenario where he said he didn't want random blood testing, that's when all suspicious came. And then it came at a time where steroids in professional sport was very in the news. You already know the baseball, the Lance Armstrong, all the steroids, all the PEDs, the Balco, all that stuff was in the air. So when Manny Pacquiao said no and the stuff about the needle, then people grew their suspicions. I think it was the time. Why doesn't he have that same energy towards Jamel Miller and Charlo? I don't know. But see, that's my point. My point is, if he has it with Miller or anybody else that doesn't have a major loyal fan base, then they'll agree with him. But the thing is, he's going against those fighters in the combat sport, not even in boxing, in combat sport. When he goes Conor McGregor, is those people that have those loyal fan base that they don't give a damn if Conor McGregor do something good, something bad, they're gonna stick by him. They don't give a damn if Manny Pacquiao lose or win or whatever, they're gonna stick by him. They don't care if Canelo go and eat a cow that's contaminated, but they still gonna love Canelo Alvarez. So the fan base really speaks in the sport of boxing. The fan base, when you're a boxer or a fighter that got that fan base, you are a king in that respective sport. The only reason, put it this way, I believe, for example, I believe that Keith Thurman should deserve a rematch with Manny Pacquiao. That rematch is not going to happen because Keith Thurman don't have that type of fan base to entice that rematch and to call for that, and he don't have that country to entice that rematch like Maidana had the Argentina. He got the rematch with Floyd Mayweather. So it's all about loyal fan base. You say something about this person that got a loyal fan base, you're going to be hated. So Paulie Malignaggi is smart, sounds smart in a lot of things, but when it comes to another things, a lot of people hate him. That's how I see it. But I say that Paulie Malignaggi is a smart dude, and we got to give him, and we got to give. In my opinion, he has a very legitimate, valid opinion because that's his life. We talk about it, but that's his life. You know, he knows boxing more than us. He's been through the trenches. He knows the workouts. He knows what's normal, what's not normal. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, you know, and I'm gonna give Manny Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt. You know, for me, there's no wrong or right answers. There's just suspicious, and depending who you're talking about. Manny Pacquiao was raised in the Philippines. His mother was very was proud of him becoming a Bible believing Christian. He was generally not used to needles. The thing when he said about needles is that he had a tattoo, and if you don't like needles, you wouldn't get a tattoo. Look at me, I got so much. That's like me saying I don't like needles. You'll be like, my man, you got tattoos. He didn't even have his shots when he was younger. Yeah, man. So I don't know. That's my take on that. I think that, you know, if Manny Pacquiao would have never said no and just been like, yeah, I'll do it right away, then a lot of people, nobody would be saying anything. But then it was just that got people talking about it. And I mean, I don't think Manny Pacquiao, I think Manny Pacquiao is as natural as it comes to me. But I will understand why somebody, that's like if you're going for a job and they want to test you. Oh, we want to test you. This is an interview. You want to work here. We got to test you if you use drugs. And you'd be like, nah, boy, you got to test me. Nah. I don't want to get tested. Do you use drugs? No. Okay, so now you just could take a piss test. And I said, nah, I don't want to take a piss test. Or no, I don't want to. Then the suspicion is going to be like, okay, he probably got something in the system and he doesn't want to get tested. That's logical thinking, and that's the way I understand why people at that time may have felt Manny Pacquiao using. That's why I wasn't even happy about that they didn't have the VADA testing with Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. Not because I believe that anybody is dirty, it's because just to keep that suspicious away from everybody's mouth. Oh, how I'm going to turn pro. I hate me. I don't know how I'm going to turn. Hey. You know what? And in Twitter, I've asked Paulie Malignaggi before, why nobody's saying anything about Errol Spence when he doesn't he's not enrolled into the clean boxing program to be tested all year round, and nobody talks about it. So I understand your sentiment when Paulie Malignaggi only likes to pick and choose who he want to talk about.
So Otto Wallin gonna win? Is Otto Wallin gonna beat Tyson Fury? Who's gonna watch the fight anyway? Who's gonna watch that fight? Anybody gonna watch the Tyson Fury fight versus Otto Wallin? He said no, man. I'd rather catch the highlight. I'd rather watch him sing karaoke. Majority of fighters are on the juice. Yes, they are. I think this is not even. No. I think we gotta call it different. They're not on the juice. Because for me, juice is like anabolic steroids. A lot of people was invested on these athletes. A lot of millions of dollars, just like the NBA and things of that nature. And I think the people that actually does get caught is when you go to the black market. Is when you go outside of what they're giving you. Let's say Major League Baseball. I'm gonna give you like that for example. I used to argue this all the time. I don't know if y'all follow baseball, things of that nature. I'd be like, yo, Derek Jeter used to use steroids. They'd be like, hell no, hell no, what you talking about? You a hater, blah blah. You get hit. What is cortisone? Cortisone is a form of a steroid. He was getting 30 cortisone shots in his ankle. That's a form of steroids. And to be honest, I don't think a lot of athletes are juicing. I think they are using performance enhancing drugs, but not to enhance their performance. Is for them to recover, because what they actually do is not meant for humans to do for a long period of time. It doesn't make it's not the way they make their body, what they make their body go through. It's just for recovery. So, but through recovery isn't they're enhancing themselves. But I don't think that they're trying to certain boxers. I don't think they're trying to gain an edge. For example, the Canelo stuff. It was more because he wasn't juicing trying to knock somebody out. He was trying to cut weight yet stay lean and not be weak. Because of course everybody knows if you're trying to drain yourself or you're trying to lose that 20 pounds in the span of the 6, 7, 8 weeks like they're trying to lose it, you're gonna get weak. There is no such thing as losing 25 pounds and I'm gonna be strong in weeks time. That is not normal. There is no such thing losing 30 pounds and coming down and you got all this muscle and all this strength. So there's certain PED that will make you cut the weight but doesn't lose strength. And I think those are the things that a lot of boxers are doing. And a lot of athletes itself. I've seen LeBron James. How many times we've seen LeBron James twist his ankle and then it's just like nothing? I know because if I twist my ankle, I'm out. I'm out for like almost 2 weeks. I can't use my foot. These NBA players, they twist their ankle, they back the next night like it's nothing. These NBA players, they get a meniscus surgery and they back in 2 weeks. Matsui, he broke his wrist. We got the same surgeon. The same surgeon, Matsui from the Yankees, a Japanese dude. We had the same surgeon in Columbia Presbyterian. He came back in 3 months. I shattered my wrist, my right wrist. He shattered his wrist. I got screws on my wrist. He shattered his wrist worse than me. He was back in 3 months. I couldn't use my wrist properly for 2 years. And still not the same. But that's professional sports. The ones that get caught is the one that's getting in the black market. The one that they getting outside from the industry. 2 years, man. Because it's not like your ankle where, let's say you screw up your ankle, your leg, you on your leg, so you're working it out at the same time. With your wrist is harder to my wrist snapped back. So I had to put it back, had to put some screws, to just keep it there. I had 3 surgeries in the span of a year. That was my shoe in hand. So everything effed up from there. I'm watching the fight because I feel like, of course, you already know there's a punch run boxing, man. It's the channel, so of course it's all boxing. Whether I like it or not, I still got to be relevant enough to, report it and talk about it. I really not interested in actually watching the fight. I do got ESPN Plus. If it was pay per view, I will smack everybody that's gonna have that would have had this pay per view. But I'm gonna see the fight. It is what it is. Um, Timeout. I might not catch everything because I'd rather see the Jaime Munguia and and it's this week, right? Tyson Fury's fighting this week. I'd rather see Jaime Munguia and Ryan Garcia. I haven't had enough sleep, but I don't sleep. I'll probably sleep 10, no, probably like 5 to 7 hours the whole week thus far. Just been man busy with this boxing stuff, man. You already know, man. It's super chat. Look out for your boy, man. I'm out here doing my job, man. Not sleeping. Everything is free out here, man. Support your boy so I can bring the level of content that y'all need and want. You already know, super chat. Donate to Punch Run Box. I'm gonna have a little infomercial. Super chat. Donate to Punch Run Boxing, aka Mr. Moo. Shine himself. And it's Thursday, y'all. We're gonna call Thursday happy hour day. I think it's on my moonshine days. That's when I intake the moonshine. The intake comes in. That's the gasoline. That's the recharge battery. The only thing about moonshine, they don't sell good moonshines in New York. Trash. I gotta order that. Or make my own. I'm gonna start making my own, man. What in my lumbers? If you man, I gotta try that moonshine you keep talking about. The caramel moonshine, man. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Eh. That moonshine is good. That moonshine is delicious. But y'all already know, man, this is Punch Run Boxing, man. Thank y'all for the chat, y'all. I love y'all. Thanks for y'all supporting me, man. Man, I'm always grateful for that, man. Y'all motivate me. Y'all inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. I stay up. Look, I stay up because of y'all. I haven't slept. I'm being serious. I haven't slept in 2 days. Favorite of all time before you dip. Favorite fight of all time. Damn. Oh, man. Damn, that's hard. That's a good question. Favorite fight. What was my favorite fight that I'm like, wow? All times that I've watched, like as a kid and watching. I'm not talking about no ESPN classics, right? Because then I gotta go through the archives. I know there's gonna be a lot of fights that I like. One of my favorites. One of my favorites was Chavez versus the Surgeon. That I saw like a kid that I, stood with my dad and watched the fight. Um, Chavez with the Surgeon. I really think the Surgeon was a draw. Actually, beat Chavez the first time. Um, I like the De La Hoya Trinidad fight, even though a lot of people didn't like that he was running in his last round. But I like the fight, um, especially the first half of the fight. Oh man, I don't know. Damn right, tell him again, FBI. Tell him, tell him, tell him. Thank you, man. Um, damn, it's hard, man. It's just so much fights that I like, and sometimes with the fights that I like, I might cater to. At a time when I was watching, I was catering to one person. I like the way that they, how they did. Like, um, I like the Manny Pacquiao Cotto fight. I did like the Mayweather versus Gotti fight. The um um I like the Tyson and Tillman fight. Um, oh, that's yeah. You see, I Corte and De La Hoya. You know, I like that fight. I like the Mosley De La Hoya battles. But I Corte and that was a classic. That's a classic. See, that's one right there. I love, to be honest, I love all De La Hoya fights. And I wasn't even a De La Hoya fan like that, but all his fights, yo, is he's like is I loved about De La Hoya. He never took them easy fights. Also, you know, all the money. That's what, look at Canelo. I think you can see that De La Hoya has a lot of influence in Canelo's career because it's almost the same thing. Don't take no easy fights. Um, and you will gain money that way. And just like the same blueprint with Manny Pacquiao. You know, if you're gonna take hard fights, hard fights, hard fights, you're gonna lose somewhere. But the fans still gonna love you because you're losing to somebody that is not embarrassing to to lose to. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, my brothers, man, my brothers, I gotta go. Gonna catch some sleep, catch the baby, and my kids and the wife. I gotta go, y'all. Tired, man. Peace out. Love